He is Wally West, the fastest kid alive. But one day, he hopes to be more than that. A good man. Someone others can look up to and trust. Unlike Barry Allen, the Flash. For as long as Wally has been training with Barry, Barry has been keeping the truth from him. Like how his father was the supervillain known as Reverse Flash. Barry never told Wally who his father really was. But now, it's too late. Now, he's dead. It seems like the only people Wally can trust these days are his teammates. Robin likes to say, the Teen Titans are tomorrow's Justice League. There's a lot in Wally's past he's running from. But that's the future he's racing toward. These days, he feels a little lost in time. Always rushing back and forth between Titan's Tower in San Francisco and Central City. It was yesterday, within Central City, that Wally ran into a middle-aged man whose car had broken down. Lucky for the man, Wally is a helpless gearhead, and all the car needed was a jump start. Fixing cars is easy, but fixing his life, that's another story. Daniel West, Wally's father, died before he got his powers. And sometimes, Wally can't help but think if things had worked out a little differently, maybe he could have helped him too. 6 hours ago, at the Teen Titans Tower, each of the team members voiced their concern for the young Wally West. The Teen Titans are composed of Coriander, the hero known as Starfire, Rachel Roth, otherwise known as Raven, Garfield Logan, Beast Boy, and Jackson Hyde, who doesn't have an alter ego. Not only does Starfire worry about Kid Flash, but the empath Raven does as well. Her and Wally were supposed to have lunch the day before, but he never showed up. She tells the others to trust her when she says she has a bad feeling about this. "You should," says Damian Wayne, the hero known as Robin and self-proclaimed leader of the team, as he enters the room. "Kid Flash isn't the only speedster who's missing. The Titans are missing theirs too." Jackson, for one, is more concerned with how Robin seems to know everything. "I have the Titans HQ under surveillance," he says simply. "And I can see your precise coordinates at all times." Starfire, the official leader of the Teen Titans, requests that she and Robin speak in private. He ignores her. Instead, Robin pulls up a holographic HUD for everyone to see. "What the?" he asks as he zooms in on the HUD. "According to his tracker, Kid Flash is in this tower, in this very room, at this very... impossible," he snaps, immediately closing the HUD and feeling on the back of his collar for the tracking device. Once he finds it, He briefly examines the tracker in his hand before crushing it all together.
No one except Father could possibly have done this. No one except...
Robin stops mid-sentence and turns back to his team, telling them,
There's a good chance Kid Flash is already dead.
Elsewhere, within the undisclosed location where both Wally Wests are being held, the young Wally West can't believe what he just heard.
You're Wally West?
He asks, outraged. How can you be Wally West?
I'm Wally West.
Deathstroke takes this opportunity to step back, cross his arms, and watch as this all unfolds. The older of the two Wallies tells his younger counterpart,
Listen, Wally, I know I owe you an explanation, but there's no time.
The Flash points to the assassin.
All that matters is that you cannot trust this man. Deathstroke is.
At that moment, Deathstroke presses a button on his wrist, and the Flash is hit by an electric shock. It fully incapacitates the hero. Deathstroke doesn't approach the two until the Flash collapses on the floor, unconscious.
I'd say we've got one too many Wallies and two too many Flashes. Let's simplify things by removing one from the equation. What did you do?
Kid Flash asks.
Just a small shock to his hypothalamus, the brain's sleep center. Relax. He'll be up and running in no time.
What do you want from me?
I've got a deal for you. A chance to rewrite the past. To be a hero. Time is broken, Wally. And we can fix it.
Deathstroke removes his helmet, revealing he is the same man with the broken down car Wally helped the day before.
My name is Slade Wilson. I hope you'll be kind enough to help me again.
Kid Flash hangs his head in shame.
Not you too. My father lied to me. The Flash lied to me. I can't trust anyone. Oh, grow a pair, will you? I never lie, Wally. Speed runs in your family, doesn't it? Your father would be proud of what you've become. Except that he's gone, just like Grant. They were both taken from us before we had a chance to set things right. That vacancy you feel, you miss your father. I miss my son. The grief has poisoned me. I am what I am because he's dead. Deathstroke is a side effect, a consequence. Do you know how many I've killed? I stopped counting long ago. But it doesn't have to be that way. Help me bring my son back, and the killing stops forever. You can trust me, Wally. Everything I'm doing for the sake of my son.
At the Titan's Tower within Manhattan, Tempest has just completed his scan of the city. No sign of the Flash at all. He reached out to the Justice League as well. Nobody's seen Wally there either. Arsenal and Donna Troy man the computer to search for their own leads when suddenly the monitor turns on by itself. At first, it's just a voice. It's grainy and clouded by static, but it's there.
A Lazarus contract can be brought back to life if either of us fails to keep our word. I assure you, Robin, I'm a man who keeps mine.
As the message finishes, Deathstroke appears. Apparently, the message was pre-recorded. Each of the Titans demands Nightwing to explain himself, but before he can, the video of Deathstroke fades, and the young Robin and the Teen Titans take his place.
You want answers? Robin asks the team. Meet us on the roof, now.
It's raining. The sparks of lightning and the drums of thunder go ignored by the heroes. They have an important matter to discuss.
You're a traitor, Nightwing,
Robin roars, stepping forward and pointing his finger and jamming it against his brother's chest. Nightwing, who's had experience with Robin's more eccentric personality traits, calmly states, "Settle down, Robin. We're on the same side." Robin doesn't listen.
Father keeps tabs on everyone, even you. He nested that camera in your breastplate when you were Robin. I pulled the footage from the archive. The video was mostly distorted, but that last part came across loud and clear, didn't it? Nightwing made a deal with the devil, and now he's come to collect.
Meanwhile, Raven and Jackson Hyde are having a standoff against Tempest, Omen, and Arsenal. Their harsh words almost stir up a fight, but Nightwing raises his hand to stall his team. Robin's right. He tells them, "I made a deal with Deathstroke. I promise I'll explain, but trust me when I say I did it to save all of you. We don't have time for a fight, but I have an idea. I think I know how to find our friends." Within the undisclosed location, Deathstroke holds out his hand to Kid Flash.
You're not the only one haunted by regret, Wally. Let me show you. Take my hand. My icon suit's gravity sheath will allow me to travel in your speed wake. Trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Kid Flash obliges and leaves with the assassin. Deathstroke chooses to take Wally to a nearby hospital first, where a woman lies unconscious in a bed. Then, to an asylum where a man lay disturbed. Finally, a grave.
Here are the people I've hurt. My daughter, Rose. My son, Joseph. And Grant. It all started with Grant.
Within seconds, they are both back at the undisclosed location. Deathstroke tells Kid Flash,
If you help me, I'll have a chance to fix my family and erase so much pain and ugliness from the world. To reverse it. You, more than anyone, can understand that impulse. There's more than one Wally West. Perhaps there can be another Slade Wilson. Kid Flash lets go of Deathstroke's hand and turns his gaze to the other Wally. He still can't believe it. Another Wally, Kid Flash mutters. Barry, why did you hide this from me? Then, Kid Flash removes his mask. I'll do it. He decides. I'll help. If it will end Deathstroke forever. I've never used my powers like this before, but maybe we can figure it out together. When Wally looks up, Deathstroke has already left the room. The hero looks down the hallway and sees a light shining in the other direction. Deathstroke? He asks. Did you hear me? I said I'll help you. You already have, Deathstroke tells him. Just like when we first met. You're my jumpstart, Wally. You brought this engine to life. The Titans and the Teen Titans converge at a sewer system under the Garden State Medical Center in New Jersey. Nightwing makes sure everyone is on the same page. If Deathstroke has kidnapped the Flash and Kid Flash, that means he has the equivalent of a Speed Force battery. This nexus should interrupt and warp time in the surrounding area. So, if they hack into the wireless data network and scan all mobile devices, wherever they're holed up, they should find time anomalies. Deathstroke is one of the most dangerous men on the planet. So, they need to stick. Titans, together! The young Robin yells, interrupting Nightwing. As the Titan groups infiltrate Deathstroke's base, Beast Boy makes quips, much to the annoyance of Arsenal. Omen and Raven have a short conversation. Omen can tell Raven is hiding deep feelings she has for the young Kid Flash. Tempest wonders aloud exactly what Jackson Hyde is. He's not Atlantean. So what is he? Unfortunately, it seems as if Donna Troy and Starfire are the only ones with their heads in the game. All the while, Robin continues to belittle Nightwing. You don't make deals with Deathstroke for the same reason you don't empathize with Deathstroke. He's a villain. He's irredeemable. Nightwing asks Robin, we took a chance on you, didn't we? That's different, the boy says defensively. Sometimes trusting someone can save them, Nightwing adds. And sometimes it can bite you in the ass, Robin responds. Eventually, the two teams stumble on the unconscious Wally West. They try to shake the hero awake, to no avail. Robin offers to slap the Flash awake. He'd be happy to do that. Out of nowhere, the Flash wakes up, gasping for air. Wally! He shouts. I mean, the other Wally.
Deathstroke's got him. Slow down, Flash, Robin tells him. We're here to help. Tell us what's going on. There's no time, the Flash yells. There's no time. At that moment, a sonic boom erupts through the corridor that knocks all the heroes unbalanced. Deathstroke stands tall. Speed Force energy cracks all around him. I beg to differ, he boasts. I've got all the time in the world. Hey guys, this is Khoi from the OverLook, and we go over the books you may have overlooked. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video. The next part should be out tomorrow or the next day. I'm not trying to have too much in between, too much time go on in between, so I'll make sure I'll try to get this out as soon as possible. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the story, but I just wanted to take this time to say thank you. That's it. Thanks.